Malachi the Rancher here again for another video. Um, Today, when I went to my property, I noticed a bunch of large trucks coming down the county road, which normally we don't see nothing but pickup trucks and horse trailers, but pretty big convoy of construction trucks. So one of my neighbors stopped and says, "Hey, you know what's going on?" Nope. He says they approved an AI data center just a few miles up the road. And I'm like, damn. So I got to thinking about the water supply and how this may affect my livestock or my well or the river that's not too far away. And I had to really take a sit down under a tree and realize this is getting really real. These data centers are popping up everywhere. Now, this is not a video about boycotting. This is not what that is. But I'm speaking to my agriculture community. And I'm asking in my agricultural community, what are your plans? What are your plans if your water supply dries up or your wells aren't working? What are your plans? Because it's about to get real out here. It's already gotten real. I don't know where you guys are as far as your spiritual life or biblical life, but the book of Revelations is coming to fruition. It's all here. So we just continued to talk a little bit more before I went to my pastures, and we spoke about the new technology. It's not new technology. They've always had this technology that they're putting in supposedly in the 2027 vehicles with the AI, whereas this system can identify everything from speeding to mood swings to stressed out to being inebriated, various different things. And there's no way I'm going to pay for a vehicle and the vehicle tells me what to do and controls me and snitches on me. And then we also spoke about the mysteries of all of these junkyards that are catching fire across the country. You know, guys, if you have yourself a vehicle that you plan on keeping, I would suggest buying 2 extra alternators, 2 extra starters, struts, transmission, and have these additional parts so when this time hits, you'll be able to repair your car. Because I've also noticed that there's a lot of auto parts stores across the country that are shutting down. And a lot of parts you can't get anymore. Along with the fact that I understand what's on President Trump's desk, that they're trying to pass a bill that you cannot work on your car anymore. You have to take it to a certified dealership or a second party, third party to work on your vehicle. They're trying to make it a felony where you can't work on your own vehicle. You know, and it kind of made me think back to what's the president, Obama, when he offered cash for clunkers. And if you think about it, they were trying to get rid of the cars back then. It was 2 things Obama did: cash for clunkers and gave you these Obama phones so they can track you and see what you're doing. But cash for clunkers, they were trying to rid people for the future so they can force you into the technology. Technology is your new slave master. And there are a lot of distractions going on in this world, a lot of distractions. Distractions that I really wasn't aware of. But I saw something that they want black people to boycott the Asians over a shooting or something that happened or killing of an African-American kid. Or I don't know if he was African-American, but this is what they're saying. You know, the distractions. It's just getting messier. And people fail to realize that, yes, there are different cultures that had tough time. From slavery to mass genocide to other things. But they're trying to keep you dumbed down. But you need to get yourself in a position where you're prepared for what is already happening, what is to come. As a movie came out called Enemy of the State with Will Smith. They were showing you then what they're going to do to you. They had their technology. Now they're using it. Your food supply is going to be controlled. If you need parts for your tractor or for your truck, where are you going to get them from? We're going to a whole global society where you can't do nothing unless they let you. And I was reading where it says you'll own nothing and be happy. What does that look like? I've also read some reports that if you don't live in a 15-minute city, you'll be begging to get into a 15-minute city because they're going to charge you a carbon tax, a clean air tax. Whereas they can take your taxes will be so expensive that you'll sell your farm, you'll lose your farm, you'll be cut off from clean water, you'll be cut off from fertilizers, you'll be cut off from everything, fuel, because it's going to be so expensive because you refuse to live in these 15-minute cities. That's something to think about. Not think about how we're going to boycott the Asian community. Because the Asian community makes everything from TVs to cell phones to even bootleg Louis Vuitton bags. They make it all. So while you want to be dumbed down and worry about the boycotts, you need to worry about what's about to happen. Digital slavery is here. It's a new slavery. And this slavery here doesn't care you're white, black, Latino, whatever the hell you are. It's going to enslave you. It's going to control you. I'd like for you guys to put in the comments section, what are you going to do? What are your plans? Because it's happening. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. The whole globe has become a police state. They're watching everything. They're controlling everything. They're controlling everything down to your meats. 3D printed meats, these 3D printed watermelons and bananas and tomatoes and eggs. It's getting to that point. And if we ever have a major blackout or the food shortage gets so bad, and some people say, oh no, we have plenty. Keep playing with it, think it's a game. What are you going to do when that hungry person comes from the city and pulls up on you at your ranch trying to get something to eat? What are you going to do? How are you going to protect your family? These struggling times is right around the corner. The clock is ticking. And then some people may say, oh, you're fear-mongering. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not fear-mongering. The signs of the times are here. What are we going to do as an agriculture community? Are they going to say that you have 400 heads, you're only allowed to have 2 cows, and your taxes is $20,000 a year in those cows because you refuse to live in the 15-minute cities? There's a system designed to break you so bad that you're going to be dependent on their system. Think about it. What are AI data centers really for? What are they collecting? Why are they watching? Why do they want to watch? You know, with these, how do you say this? Those files, those special files that nobody got prosecuted behind, when they go out overseas and they hunt children and eat them like cookies. Those people, those elite, will not have the struggles that we have. Not only we're going to be slaves, we're going to be digital slaves. Total systems will be wiped out. They can pick and choose where they want you to live, what they want you to eat, based on your social economic status. So those of you that are following the racism card, technology doesn't care who it hits. It doesn't care about color. It cares about control. It's something to think about. I'm not afraid, but it's making me think. My wheels are turning. What am I going to do to secure myself? You know, I live in this beautiful home, amazing home. Are they going to try to come and take it? Am I going to lose my acreage? Or are they going to fly a drone over my property and spray and kill my livestock? It makes you wonder. And I was thinking today, I was like, there are people in New York City and Las Vegas, they live in the sewer. And it made me think about the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone, where people were living in the sewer. It's almost as if they've already put it in our faces in these movies, from Enemy of the State, Demolition Man, and all these other movies have come out. And some people say that's conspiracy. You're starting to see it. You're starting to see people build underground bunkers. You're seeing the wealthy, the elite, build bunkers on their property. What are they getting ready for? Makes you wonder how they're going to tell you in 2027 there's going to be a virus called this. How do you know that? Just like there was a song with Jay-Z and Kanye West. And I'm not going to say it ends in Paris. And they say in 2019, a virus called COVID-19. They said this. Jay-Z and Kanye West. In 2017, 2018, when this song came out. Who told them that there's going to be a coronavirus? Who told them this is going to happen? The world's a stage. There's a lot of bad actors. There's a lot of puppets. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. And that's not my slogan. I got that from a guy named Hassan Campbell. That's another YouTuber. So it's not mine. It's his. He's a fellow New Yorker. Never met him, but very good guy. So you might want to have those discussions over dinner tonight or tomorrow or this weekend with your family. What plans you going to implement? Because the clock is ticking. It's going to get rough. It's going to get serious. While you're eating and drinking and marrying and thinking peace and safety, the enemy comes upon you as a thief in the night.